certain live possibility. A certain investment of energy has been made. Somebody got killed, is it bad luck? Karma need not mean just what you do. Karma also means what's happening around you, isn't it? You just drop this one calculation, 90% of the work is over. Understand?
Do accidents happen because of bad driving or poor roads or one's bad karma?
In South India, in the Vijayanagar kingdom, there was a barber. His name was Reddappa. Generally, I don't know if it prevails here also these days, they got all fashionable saloons, it must be gone. Generally, it was considered that if you see a barber's face first thing in the morning, it's bad luck. Yes? You notice it's still there? Is it still prevalent? No. Traditionally it was there, that you should not see a barber's face or a dhobi's face. It's supposed to be real bad luck. Particularly this Reddappa's face, if you see his face, some car will come and hit you today. Something bad will happen to you. This reputation spread for him. So the man was very careful not to come out of his house early in the morning, because if he came out and anybody saw his face, people abused him. You fool, you came in front of us and because of you something bad will happen to us. But usually people need a barber in the morning. So one day, the king had camped in a forest nearby for hunting purposes. And in the morning, our barber went there for his morning duties. And the king also went into the forest and they came face to face. King said, "Oh my God, I saw your face first thing in the morning, you're the first face I'm seeing. You brought bad luck to me. How dare you came in front of me?" And he gave him a death sentence for just appearing in front of him and giving him bad luck. He was given death sentence. Then Tenali Rama came to know of this grievous misjudgment and atrocity that's being committed on another human being. So he made posters and put it all over the town that king is going to be executed today according to king's orders, king himself. When the king came to know that such posters have been fixed and signed Tenali Rama, he got mad. He called him and said, "What is this nonsense?" Then this Reddappa, his face is bad luck. So he is being executed. At the same time, somebody else's face, which is even more bad luck, also needs to be executed. He said, "What do you mean?" He said, "See, you saw Reddappa's face, maybe something minor happened to you, but Reddappa saw your face first thing in the morning and he got death sentence. So which is a more bad luck face?" If you're getting death sentence for seeing somebody's face, that must be a more bad luck face than this one, isn't it? This also happened between Tenali Rama and Krishna-Deva Raya. The Mughal kings came and camped on the other side of the river, the Godavari. Now it's been dammed. At that time it was flowing full. They came and camped on the other side to attack Krishna Devaraya's kingdom. But the river was flowing full and they did not know how to cross it. The whole army has to cross it. And when they are crossing it, you can slaughter them, So they didn't want to take the risk. So they're waiting for the river to go down. It'll take a couple of months for it to go down. In the meantime, there are places where the local people know how to cross. So Tenali Rama told Krishna Devaraya, we must attack them now because they are unable to cross. They believe that we are also unable to cross, but we know how to cross. We should go now. But the Raj Purohit, the man who reads the astrological predictions for the king, has been bribed by the Mughal king and he says, there is no good day. The king goes now, his life is in danger. Tenali Ramakrishna told the king, he is just a Brahmin. He should not decide the strategy for war. You are the man who should decide the strategy for war. Let him look at his stars and planets. You look at the battle situation, it's best to attack now. That king lost his nerve because the Purohit says, if you go now, your life is at risk. So he was hesitating. Then Tenali Ramakrishna said, I will show you something, you just wait. They called the Raj Purohit for further consultation. So Tenali Rama argued with him that it is not right. Raj Purohit said, no, nothing doing. The stars are like this right now. The planets are saying that if now you go into battle, the king will die. So just like that, Tenali Rama asked, how old are you? He said, I am 52. How long will you live? I will live till I am 84. Is that 100% certain? How do you know? He said about all the grahas, how they are and why it is so and how he was born on this particular day and he is definitely going to live 84 years. So Tenali Rama pulled out the sword and said, you tell me how long you're going to live. 84? No, you will die at 52. The man started trembling. Said, why are you afraid? Anyway you will not die. I will only take off your head, but you will live till 84 anyway. Then he was caught and Krishna Devaraya attacked. If he had not done that, he would have been wiped out. Much later they came and wiped him out anyway. But in that particular battle he won because he attacked them at the right time. Karma need not mean just what you do. Karma also means what's happening around you, isn't it? If you're living in your home and you just tell yourself, I am just fine, I am following all the rules, I am okay, but in your house everybody is living some other way, it will come to you, isn't it? Will it not come to you? Whatever they do, it will come to you. You're just condoning their activity. That itself is karma, isn't it? Yes? You're not doing anything about them. That itself is karma, isn't it so? Now the way the traffic is going on the Indian streets, it is not karma, it's a miracle. A while ago, I had been to the Mauritius Islands and after that, a few people from Mauritius visited India. 5 generations ago, their forefathers went to Mauritius from Tamil Nadu as indented labor. In 5 generations, They built a whole nation and they're doing very well for themselves. Now this longing came, they want to go and see their roots. They've never been to India, so they came and landed in Chennai. Once you land in Tamil Nadu, you must do the temple tour. How can you escape that? So they went on a temple tour. So they went Tanjavur, Madurai, this, that, everything. A week-long tour, and then they came down to Coimbatore. So they were asked, it must be quite an experience to come back to the land of your forefathers after over 125, 140 years actually. So they said many things. One interesting thing they said was, in India, God seems to be working overtime. Because the streets, you're driving, children will just go under your car from here and they come out that side. All kinds of people are living on the street, literally the families are living on the street, and people keep driving full speed and nobody gets killed. They do, but because we have 1 billion, we don't notice the dead. Yes. When you have too many things on your hand, you can't count, isn't it? So they said, God is working overtime in India, maybe. Sometimes He takes a break. So, accidents happen everywhere in the world, but not the way they happen here. Here, if you reach your home, it's an accident. If you don't have a scratch on your car, it's a miracle, isn't it? The kind of proximity and pushing we're doing around in the traffic, if you don't have a single scratch on your car, it's definitely a miracle. Otherwise, it's not possible. I've managed to drive my car without a single scratch till now. Let's see. Things are happening around us. The biggest problem with Indians is just this. What is right in front of their eyes, they don't see, but they see everything else that they cannot see. It's a major problem in the country, not a simple problem. And it's not a joke, it's a tragedy. Because if a man falls dead, we have a fantastic explanation how his ancient karma has taken over today. You know? Somebody sleeping on the street side. If they get run over, now we know how their bad karma, worked upon them. They must have been dreaming of bad things. That is why God Himself drove in the form of a drunken youth and took away their lives. We have fantastic explanations for absolutely inhuman situations, which gives us a certain insulation. We don't have to look at it, we don't have to act upon it. Because after all, everything is just going right. According to the karmic cycle and God's will, everything is just happening right. We should not disturb such divine phenomena, isn't it? Yes? Taking action against such divine phenomena will not be good. Isn't it so? So, youth like you, don't add to this tragedy. Stand up and do something about your life and life around you. It's very, very important. Is this bad luck? Somebody got killed, is it bad luck? Karma? If you don't know karma business, you say it's just bad luck, right? I want you to understand, human life happens here only to the extent we manage it. If you don't manage it well, everything will go bad. The problem with people is they apply these fancy philosophies of theirs only to some extent in their lives. Apply it all the way and see what will happen to you. You can't live a day, isn't it? Yes? You stretch it all the way into your life and see you cannot exist for a day. This is entertainment. This is all just entertainment in people's mind that they want to just play with it, not really bring in 100%. If you bring in 100% within a day, you will realize it's all hoax, isn't it? Yes or no? So we don't do what we have to do. See, the Creator has given you the intelligence, not to put it on freeze, but to use it, right? It is on freeze simply because of… one of the reasons is all these stupid ideas about life. Not just this, all kinds of ideas you have about life, you just keep it aside, just see how active and alert your intelligence will become. Yes? No ideas about anything, no ideas at all about anything. Just look at everything the way it is, you will see your intelligence will become so very active. Because you have ideas, you put it to sleep. For everything you have a ready-made idea, so no need to look at anything. Wasted evolution, isn't it? It took millions of years to develop this and now we are not using it. We think we are going to save it for future generations. No, if you use it, there will be planet for future generations. If we don't use it, there will be nothing for future generations.
Namaskaram, Sadhguru. We have often heard you say, "Be with me." How can I truly be with you?
So, being with me, first of all, what does it mean? Is it about being with someone? Is it about thinking about them? Is it about generating thoughts and emotion about them? No. Being with me is just about using me as a tool just to be, that's all. Being with me does not mean you have continuous thought or continuous emotion. The psychological processes, whatever you do, all the play of thought and emotion that happens within you, whatever it may be, it can only be a way of paving the way. It is not the journey. Now, now you want to go to Coimbatore. If you generate thoughts about going to Coimbatore, it'll pave the way. Maybe you will buy a ticket, maybe you'll start walking, maybe you'll start doing something in the direction. But thinking about it by itself is not going, isn't it? Doesn't matter how much you think about it, you don't go. But by thinking about it, you pave the way. Without thinking about it, you will not pave the way. Only because the thought, I want to go to Coimbatore has come, depending upon how strong that thought is, that quickly you pave your way. But the thought can never be the journey, it is only paving the way. So when I say be with me, initially it may be all about thought, that you generate thought naturally, because that's the way your mind operates. Maybe if the thought becomes strong, it gets followed by emotion. If thought and emotion align with each other, what you're thinking and what you're emoting at a certain time are together, then it becomes a strong rope, a strong connection with something, or a strong possibility that you will go there. If you're thinking and feeling strongly about something, you will naturally go there, isn't it so? Whatever that is. Now today you want to go to the cinema, not the satsang. If you're thinking and also feeling strongly about it, what's the latest cinema? What's that? What is the latest cinema right now? Doom. So if you start thinking doom, 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 and if your heart start beating doom, 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 invariably you will end up there, isn't it? The thought itself doesn't take you there, but it paves the way. It gives the necessary impetus in you to move in that direction. But still you have to walk to doom. How much ever you think about it, you will not end up in doom, isn't it? You still have to walk. So thought and emotion are just instruments to pave the way, but never the journey. This is a simple distinction, but unfortunately, most people do not get this distinction. They think thinking about something is already being there. Somebody told you Bhaja Govindam, what it means is, you know what's Govindam means? Go means cow. Govinda is one who herds the cows, a cowherd. Think of the cowherd means the one who herds the existence. I mean, that's a point of reference that now it is not being said, you think about the cowherd, saying your mind should think about the cowherd. Mudamate, foolish mind, think of the cowherd. Because only if the mind thinks about the cowherd, then it'll pave the way for you to walk in the direction. So thinking about God, people asked you to think about God, not because it is a reality, because by thinking about it, it will set a direction to your life, that's all. So being with me, when I say here, I'm not telling you sit there and think about me. That's a pretty bad thought. You could think about the doom people. Who are the people there? They must be quite pretty. Whoever it is. So why think about me? So being with someone is not about thinking about someone. Once you have made an attempt to be in a certain space, a certain possibility has become a live factor. It is no more a thought. There is a certain live possibility, a certain investment of energy has been made. Unfortunately, most of the spiritual process on the planet is just passing off as psychological exercises, where there is no investment of life, where there is no activation of life. It is all about thought and emotion. It will just go on as a psychological process. Psychological process means it is your creation. Yes? Is it your creation? If you get too involved in your own creation, you will miss the Creator's creation, obviously. That's all that's happening right now. Whether you're thinking about doom or Sadhguru or God or devil, it doesn't matter. If you get into too much of psychological process, it is your creation. If you get too enamored with your own creation, you will miss the Creator's creation, obviously. This is the only source of misery if you really look at it. This is the only source of confusion in people. Confusion is only in your mind, isn't it? Is there any confusion in the creation? There is no confusion in the creation. Confusion is only in the mind because you have attached too much importance to the psychological process. It is your creation. When your creation has gained so much significance, naturally you get removed, completely dislocated from the Creator's creation. That means from reality you are moving into the hallucinatory. Whether the hallucination is about God or Guru or cinema or money or whatever, it doesn't matter what is the hallucination about. Whether it is a good hallucination or a bad hallucination, whether you are having a wonderful dream or a nightmare, they are the same, isn't it? You are getting entangled with the unreal. So being with me is not thinking about me, not emoting about me, simply being. Once you made this mistake of sitting in situations like this, you can leave even now. Once you made the mistake of sitting in situations like this, if you can only be with me, there is no other way. If you think, you can think about anything. Whether you think about me or you think about something, it really is not of great consequence. Maybe in terms of paving the way, yes. Yes, it is. What you think about and what you feel about is where you naturally go. In that context, yes. But existentially, it doesn't mean anything. You're thinking about something, doesn't mean anything, because it has no existential substance to it. It is purely psychological. So, being here with me means, when I say be with me, how do you know how to be with me? The only way you know how to be is to see, to hear, to be focused. Now, for many of you over a period of time, it has happened to many of you that now if I say be with me, the first thing you do is close your eyes. It is happening. If I say just be with me, naturally there are many people who are just closing their eyes because suddenly it has changed. There was a time if I said be with me, they sat like this. Now, if I say be with me, they're closing their eyes. This you don't do consciously. Okay, now closing my eyes is superior to opening my eyes, it will not work that way. It is just that what you held as external has become internal. Naturally, you close your eyes. If it happens naturally, it's fine. If you pretend, it's a waste of life. The problem with spiritual processes is just this, that somebody did that, everybody wants to do that. By imitating that act, that will not happen. Now, Gautama sat like this absolutely still. You try to sit like this, it won't work. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced, so you dance like him, it won't help. Somebody else worked all his life through, you do that, it won't help. There are many other mystics who did many freaky things. If you do it, it won't help. On a certain day, Adi Shankara, I was walking. Man walked all the way. Throughout his life he walked. By the time he was 32, he walked up and down this country the length and breadth of this country 2 to 3 times. That means practically most of his life the man was walking. Yes. So once he was walking as usual, and his disciples were walking behind him. They were passing through a village, and there was a shop which was selling arak, that is a locally brewed liquor. Adi Shankara just walked in, took a pot full of arak and just drank it up and walked out. Then the disciples were walking behind him and a discussion started among them. Our Guru is drinking, why are we missing out? He's drinking, that means it's a right thing. Yes. He himself is drinking means that's a right thing to do, isn't it? The next village came and all these guys ran into the arak shop and drank, and they were wobbling behind him. So Adi Shankara saw it in the rear view mirror. That his disciples had rubbery legs and they were walking wobbly. The next village when it came, he went to the blacksmith's shop. There the blacksmith had molten iron. He just picked it up and drank it. And he just walked on. Now they all got straight. This they don't want to do. So just imitating an act is the main reason why you're unable to be. Right from your childhood, they have told you to emulate somebody else. This is the main reason why people can't be, Especially the press people, when they come, they ask, who is your role model? I said, what is that? I never heard of anything like that. What is a role model? No, who is your role model? That means whom do you imitate? Or who inspired you maybe, that's what they're asking. It's most important that your children grow up without a role model, especially not you. We always think we must set up a role model. If you set up a role model, there's a desperate effort to be something other than who you are. In this effort, this natural quality of being is completely lost in a human being. He's always desperately trying to be something other than what he is, which takes away his ability to simply be. Generally, this is a common question that keeps coming to me. Older generation of people who have desperately been trying to be spiritual. They went to all the Gita discourses, they heard the Vedanta, they heard many things. They believe they know all these things better than Krishna himself. But they come here and they look around and see after some time, they realize these young people who don't know a damn thing about any spirituality are jumping and flying away. But they are just sitting and watching. This question comes to me any number of times. I have done so much. I have always wanted this in my life. Nothing is happening to me. I can see these young boys and girls, they don't know a damn thing, but they are flying away. What is it? This is all the problem is. You're desperately trying to be something other than who you are, which just destroys the very way you are. Role models you have. Too much imitation has gone into you. Imitation involves tremendous calculation, isn't it? Yes? Does it? If you want to imitate somebody, you can never imitate anybody totally. You want to improve upon your imitation too, isn't it? Yes? So imitation involves tremendous calculation. Once this calculation comes, you cannot be. One simple way of learning to be is, you just drop this one calculation. What can I get out of this satsang? You just drop that. You don't have to get anything, okay? You don't have to benefit from this. Just waste half day and go. Really. What should I get out of my meditation? Nothing. Just wait 15–20 minutes every day, you waste it. Just wasting time, that's all. So do not meditate, do not do anything, just learn to waste some time. Nothing need to happen. This is not about resting, this is not about becoming healthy, this is not about becoming enlightened, this is not about reaching heaven. This is just wasting time. When you're not trying to be anything, not trying to get anywhere, you're being. You became two in everything, you want to take something out of it. These are all modern terminologies. What is the takeaway from today's satsang? If you look for takeaway, you will only take petty things. The real thing will never come with you. If you want the real thing, stop the takeaway business. Simply be. Nothing need to happen. So because people do not have the necessary awareness to simply be, an alternative was suggested, which is, you just be in love, because this is one state where, to some extent, I wouldn't say all the way, to some extent you can be without a takeaway. But that's not true generally. Even though you think you are in love with somebody, if they don't give what they're supposed to give, it'll all crack up, isn't it? Yes or no? Generally, a love affair is just a mutual benefit scheme, isn't it? You give me this, I'll give you that. If you don't give me that, I won't give you this. Yes or no? So all this talks about developing a deep sense of love or compassion, this, that, is only to this, is only towards this end. That is, you're taking away the expectation. What should I get is being removed by creating a strong sense of emotion towards somebody. Otherwise, mind is calculating, that's okay, why should I do this, what will I get? Just to remove that, that's all. Otherwise, by itself, it doesn't mean anything. So, no takeaway today. Is it okay? No takeaway, nothing to get, you won't get anything. So, is this the last satsang I will come to? Yes. Because if I don't get anything, what the hell am I doing here? See, that's the nature of your mind, please see. I'm not getting anything, so why should I go there? That's the whole thing. It is so simple. This one calculation if you drop in your life, what will I get? If you drop this calculation, 90% of the work is over. Understand? Another 10% will happen by itself. You know the snake and the ladder game? Many ladders, many snakes, up and down journeys will happen. But once you hit the last drum, after that no more snakes. You just have to get one and one and one and one and one and you're there, isn't it? But no more snakes to eat you up. This is just like that. If you just drop this one calculation, what can I get? After that, no more snakes. It is just a question of time, you will get that. Can we drop that calculation? In everything. In everything in your life. What can I get is dropped, means you will become really boundless and absolutely compassionate in your life. There is no other way. You just have to drop this one simple calculation, because that is the key to your whole mind and your mental process. That is the key to all the activity that's happening in the mind. It's all about what can I get, isn't it? You just pull the plug, it's over. Then being is just natural. How else to be? You're only being even now. You're missing your being because of too much psychological activity, isn't it? Yes? You can't try to be, it doesn't work. You just have to pull this one plug. What can I get? At least lower it. You can't pull it out totally. Just lower that and you will see you will be able to be.